Hello everyone. This lecture will introduce you to the portrayal of crime through media and its effect on youth with suitable statistical references. In this 21st century, there is a huge contribution of the media in the cultural and social building of the youth right from childhood. The media is tangled in each and every corner the youth of life. Today's young generation are growing up with technology in hand, along with developing a strong and corporative association with crime, scandal and felony, which assists processes of being marginalized and isolation, leading to recurring panic about youth, media and crime. Over the last few years, there has been a rapidly increasing globalization and cyberspace in the area of academics, politics as well as popular conversations. The world today is known as a single networked community, better termed as global village. The media is a public space which is providing the youth leisure and freedom. It is important to note that the youth are the main subject, consumers as well as producer of the media at large today. A lot of content of the media leads to fear and insecurity among the youth. To retaliate with such situation, the youth are often seen to get indulged with anti-social behavior, immorality, lawlessness to present their outrage and put forward their demands. All these are simply measured to secure a place in the society. The media is one simple way out to gather the youth globally. Antisocial attitudes and outrage is one major cause that is leading to youth's indulgence with the crime. Criminology in particular has been brought rudely up against very large and rather unfamiliar landscapes. And in more than one sense, it is currently straining at the edges to accommodate so many new challenges to its traditional Western ways of seeing crime and justice. What happens when we try to somehow change the prism of youth criminology to accommodate cybercrime, global conflict, trans-border crimes, children's rights, or the impact of globalism on young people's experiences as deviants or victims? From thinking about anything from children as victims of human trafficking to girls and boys' experiences as combatants in lethal warfare to young women selling sex on the net, the traditional Anglo-American notion that youth and crime can ever again be all about a view from the dysfunctional boys is gone. The lecture will focus on the aspects of behavioral changes observed among the youth due to uncontrollable exposure to media, and its presentation of sensitized crime is also discussed. At the end of this lecture, you will learn about media's adverse effect on youth and the society at large due to its colored presentation of crime. Part 1: Youth, Media and Crime. Crime has become a trending and fascinating word today. It would not be wrong to say that the media has successfully trapped the youth in and around this word crime entombed. It is the media's interest about crime that the youth are falling prey to and are either obsessed with crime or they fear crime. This entire engagement of youth and crime is to a certain extent created by the dominating digital era. The media customarily portrays the youth in a negative light. Media reportage is often filled with stressful and traumatizing content, which is further demonizing young people and dragging them into the darkness. The youth stage in a human life is energetic, lively, quick, dynamic, and enthusiastic. This energetic enthusiasm drives the youth in no time towards antisocial drive, as being socially antisocial is the trending scenario these days. In today's rat race, the youth going through such phases easily gets swayed away by easy measures from the media to win and earn, and eventually getting involved with criminal acts, especially associated with drug deals, drug smuggling, abduction, molestation, etc. Relation between media and crime. Media, youth and crime is one of the most discussed issues today. Digital dependency is a boon as well as a bane for the society. Media cannot be overlooked or avoided. It is said to spread antisocial and criminal behavior among the youth in the society. The question here lies that why it is only the youth become the victim of media crime. It is evident that with the advent of modern day technology and increase in digital dependency, the society on a whole, especially the youth, have become more violent and disturbed. The growth of television, computers, smartphones have increased youth anxiety. Studies have showed that it is a matter of common sense that the youth are being increasingly characterized by violent criminal acts since the onset of mass media. Resulting in a constant belief that the two phenomena, mass society theory and behaviorism, are naturally connected. Jeffrey Pearson illustrates the history of respectable fears goes back to several hundred years, and public outrage at perceived crime waves has become more intensely focused with the introduction of each new media innovation. With the emergence of commercial cinema, sensational and cheap publications known as penny dreadful, pulp fiction, jazz from the 18th to 20th century, people's fears regarding the visuals on the growing and vulnerable minds of the youth have been spreading the wildfire globally. Later, the introduction of internet cropped up ample number of questions and fears. The easy access of uncontrolled available content over the internet seemed to contribute criminal psychology among the youth. The projection of crime through the media is increasingly being sensationalized, which is gaining a lot of youth attention. As the number of criminal cases reporting is increasing, so are the number of criminal cases. The amount of space, time and priority the media gives to sensational crime reporting these days, it is bringing down the quality of content. There is an effect of influence of media consumption by the youth on fear of offensive criminal disciplinary attitudes as well as anticipated authority effectiveness. Not to forget that this very media contributes a lot to portrayal of a constructive defense and judiciary system of the country. Public perception and the feeling of safety depends on the portrayal of the media. It is known that the crime cases telecasted are portrayed more violently, dangerously and hideously than the actual criminal case. In previous studies, Gerbner et al. In 1980 speculated that heavy viewing of television presentation of violence leads to fear rather than aggression, and found that individuals who are exposed to television for a longer time are found to feel a greater threat from crime, seem to believe in crime, also take more precautions against crime. The researchers argue that viewers internalize these images and develop a mean world view or a scary image of reality. This view is characterized by mistrust, cynicism, alienation and perceptions of higher than average levels of threat of crime in society. Local news plays an effective role when it comes to youth media and crime. Geographically, nearer news and harsh news affect more than global news and soft news. There are many cases when the young people attempt to imitate criminal cases that leads to major accidents and psychological problems as well. Until and unless the vulnerable and the curious minds are exposed to sensitized presentation of news, it is impossible to them to take an attempt to initiate such dreadful acts like hanging, jumping from a height, fighting with sharp objects, etc. Media literally injects ideas, values, information with direct and unconscious effects, which in turn later has an adverse and unfavorable impact on the thoughts followed by the actions of the youth. Researchers and many studies have argued that youth anxiety and fear is inseparably linked along with the burden for clarification to criminal issues. Over-dramatized presentation of crime affects the inexperienced mind's reliability of the youth. Sexual assault, beaten up, knifed or shot by strangers, carjacked, being murdered, being robbed at home or in an empty street, acid attacks, dashed by car, kidnapped, etc. are few crimes that are mostly over-dramatized and presented. The cycle of violence does not seem to end but involve more number of intelligent, confused and energetic youth. Also, not to forget, unemployment of the youth these days is another reason for the increasing juvenile acts, and media sensitized presentations immediately attract the youth mind in order to earn easy money. Drug dealers getting paid in good amount for murdering and kidnapping, charging for taking national level exams for weak candidates are few growing career options. Such career options are mostly seen in movies, television series that fetch youth inclination. Conclusion. Summing up this lecture, we can say that the unanswered questions of crime projection through media fascinates youth both as entertainment as well as information. In our daily news reports, television series, movies, video games, music videos, books, cartoons, reality shows, etc., deadly, dreadful and criminal activities have become an inseparable theme for consumption, mostly targeting the youth. With the expansion of different forms of media, be it audio, visual, print, or the convergence of all, that is new media and the variety of reportage under different sections, consumers' interest go higher. The producers are nowadays more keen to show real pictures and videos, thus run behind CCTV footages. A large number of youth also become a part of crime in order to fetch negative publicity. Crime prevention of involvement both largely depends on media watch. These leads to mental distress. In order to be among the trending topics of media, the youth fail to judge between the correct and the wrong. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. For more details, please read the e-text of this lecture properly and attempt the questions in the end. Thank you.